NASCAR is finally back, and so is Sky. Everyone say hello to Sky. Favorite king of the channel. We all know that. Okay, well, he's sleeping because it's 10:30 at night. All right, it is the Clash exhibition race. It is kicked off. The Daytona 500 is in 2 weeks. That's the race I am waiting for. But tonight started off the NASCAR season with the exhibition that we saw from last season. And, well, it was better, I think. I mean, there was a lot of wrecks, and we'll get to that in a second. It's more about just the style of racing. Listen, I mean, the track is this isn't a real track, guys. It's in the Coliseum, okay? This is supposed to be something just for fun. I'm seeing on Twitter a lot of people upset because like, you couldn't get green flag laps. What do you expect when the only way you can pass someone is to hit them? I mean, there is no other way to pass because everyone's going so slow and the track is so tight, and it is what it is. That's my quick review on the race. I mean, that's just what I see it as. I think it's a fun race. I don't think people should get upset about it. Just never make it a points race. If this ever becomes a points race, then it's stupid. But just to have fun, just an exhibition, just to, it's a fun night, whatever. In LA, Wiz Khalifa's doing the damn halftime show. There is a halftime show. This is NASCAR, not football, but there's literally a halftime show. This is all for fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I think it was pretty decent. I want to give a shout out to all the Patreon members, as always, for supporting the channel. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you guys, as always, for supporting. And let's talk about this a little bit more in depth. Overall, a lot of cautions. I mean, that's my biggest negative on the race, was that a lot of cautions. It comes with the territory. It is what it is, but there's not really much you can do. This race will always have cautions. As long as they want to race in the Coliseum in LA, then it's going to be like this. I don't mind it coming back. I don't mind this being a thing every single year. I just, always kind of gauge it year by year basis and see what happens. No one really disliked the Budweiser shootout, or whatever you wanted to call it, the shootout race at Daytona, the exhibition race, until a little bit later on, when plate racing got a little bit more hectic and more unpredictable. It was just another race where a bunch of teams tore up a ton of race cars. At this track, you don't really tear up a lot of race cars. You beat and bang, you have fun, but a car is not getting destroyed at 190 miles per hour, and then you can never use it again. So for the teams, they probably like it. For NASCAR, they're trying to get into that LA market instead of racing at Daytona all the time, which, you already do the Daytona 500. You already race there twice a year. You don't have to add a third exhibition race. It's fine. And so for the Clash itself, I think it's okay. Fastest car won, Martin Truex Jr. He had the fastest car the whole race long, and he won. No big surprise. I think a massive credit and massive shout out, I'll be the first one to say it, to Richard Childress Racing, second and third. Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch. You guys know this. I have been hard on them. I just don't think they can become a championship contending team. I don't take much out of the Clash. I mean, Ryan Preece, no disrespect to Ryan Preece, but Ryan Preece is not going to be a championship contender this season. He was up there leading a lot of laps. It was just track position, see who's faster around this place. I mean, I'm pretty sure Chase Elliott's not going to run 30th, and Ryan Blaney's going to run 25th all season. Again, not much to take away from it. Don't look at it as speed. It's just a one-time go. I know I say that, and then I'm praising RCR, but it's more just about, I want to see as much consistency from RCR as possible. And seeing Austin Dillon get in second, he finished third last season, I think. Seeing Kyle Busch get into third, a second and third finish, they both had speed. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways for me. I think Kyle Busch is going to have that spotlight on him for the first 10 weeks of the season. So very, very important there. Again, massive shout out to Martin Truex Jr. for winning the race. And it was pretty chaotic from there. I mean, you saw towards the end of the race, Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick and William Byron all got together. There's I think Eric has a video of Hamlin going to talk to William Byron. I mean, if this was a normal points race, I think you would see drivers be a lot more upset with each other, but I think they all know that it's like you put all the drivers into this little circus, right? And they're not, they are the participants in the circus. You kind of know what you're signing up for. There's no point in really being upset about it. For example, right, one of the final restarts, you saw what Austin Dillon and Bubba Wallace were getting into. Bubba Wallace just smacked him, just slammed him 3, 4, 5 times, moved them right out of the way. And then Austin Dillon was like, no, like, I'm not going to take that. And as soon as he got the opportunity, he just killed him into turn 1 and just sent him right up the track. And that was Bubba Wallace's race over with 5 laps to go or whatever it was. And that's just the nature of it. Like, if you're going to just kill me from behind 3, 4, 5 times, yes, I was able to hang on to it, but I mean, you're just moving me right out of the way because that's the only way you can make a pass. I'm going to come back and retaliate. And it is what it is. Like, that's just the situation. That's how you have to race. We're not going to race like that at Daytona. We're not going to race like that really at Martinsville. We're not going to race like that at Bristol. We're not going to race like that really anywhere else. For an exhibition, I think for people who don't watch NASCAR often, again, they see LA, they see Wiz Khalifa on the halftime show. They see that Wiz Khalifa halftime show will go viral on Twitter, or this will go viral on Twitter, or that will go viral on Twitter. It does what the job is to do. You're trying to attract a new market, and that's what this race is for. So I'm never going to take this race too seriously. It was fun. It was a fun race. That's my honest opinion on it. Well, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Congratulations to Martin Truex Jr. Let's run down the race results real quick. And, yeah, Martin Truex Jr., like I said, first place, wins, fastest car, great job. RCR with Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch, fantastic job for those guys. Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Preece. I mean, again, good runs for everyone. Alex Bowman, I thought, did really, really well. Ryan Preece also did really, really well. So no surprise. Well, actually, a little bit of surprise for Ryan Preece, but really, really good job for all those guys. Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, William Byron. Denny Hamlin, I thought, was going to be someone really strong to contend with, but I think just the style of racing that this was, you have to be almost ridiculous to your level of aggressiveness, and I don't think Hamlin was going to really do that. Once he got knocked out of line and he couldn't get back in line, he lost all the track position, and he had to get all those spots back. I don't think he was ever really going to, just annihilate everyone to do that. That's not really how Denny Hamlin races. William Byron in 10th, and then Justin Haley, Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, Noah Gragson, Chase Briscoe, Logano, Blaney, Almirola, Suarez, Allmendinger, Elliott in 21st, Bubba Wallace in 22nd, Todd Gilliland, Michael McDowell, Austin Cindric, Ty Gibbs, and Eric Jones round out the entire field. I know I haven't talked about the LCQs and the heat races. I mean, we talk about the main event here. Again, the heat races, the LCQs, they're all fun. I mean, they're little mini races of what the main event was, cleaner than what the main event was as well. But, yeah, pretty chaotic race. I think everyone could be pretty well with how they did. And 2 weeks before the Daytona 500, that is the big one. We will see who's going to show up for that and get it done. I've heard there's no practice, apparently. I think I saw a clip from Denny Hamlin. There's no practice before the Daytona 500 qualifying, which is, if that is true, that's genuinely insane. I mean, this is the biggest race of the season. You're telling me you can't put drivers out there to practice, like Pastrana, who hasn't been in a race car for years, and you're just going to have to send them out there for qualifying? No, that's insane. NASCAR, if they can, needs to make a change to that. Just give them a practice session before qualifying, because we're talking about the biggest race of the season, and there are going to be multiple teams trying to get in via qualifying. Like, you got to let them practice. Yeah, that's if that doesn't happen, that's ridiculous. But that's 2 weeks from now. We'll do a preview maybe for that race in the future. If you've seen my 2023 predictions video, I did preview who I thought would win that race, but we'll maybe go a little bit more into detail once we see the duels, because that's going to be something really important. Once you see the duels, you see maybe how did the Chevys do, how did the Fords do, how did the Toyotas do, everything like that, and we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will see you guys tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. Subscribe for news. Subscribe to the second channel if you want for all the extra football content. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night. I'll try to get this uploaded as soon as possible. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the race. And for the race reviews, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Everything else, I will see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.